Okay, very good morning to one and all. This is Gopi Krishna, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering from Chevrolet Engineering College. Subject is compiler design. So in previous class, we are discussing about how to construct the LALR parsing table and how to parse the input string and how we are going to generate one grammar to the given grammar to we are having we are generating a parsing table and parse the input string. Is there any doubt with this one in previous class? Any doubt? So what are the steps we have to parse the LALR parsing, parse the input string? So we are having 5 steps to to solve the given input string. Okay. So what are the steps? So we are discussing another example of LALR parsing table. Okay. So in previous class we are discussing LALR parsing with one example. So we are having to pass the input string. So we are having a grammar. So that grammar is we are having 5 steps. So first one is we have to construct first one we have to find the augmented grammar, and second one we have to find the LR of one item. So LR of one means LR of 0 plus look ahead, and third one we have to construct the LALR parsing table, and fourth one we have to parse the input string, and finally we have to design the finite automata. So these are the 5 steps we are using to generate a LALR parser. So we are discussing one more example in LALR parsing. So here is the example. So this is the example. Okay, construct LALR parser for the grammar. So the grammar is S is production with L is equals to R, and L is production with star RID, and R is production with capital L, and also parse the input string ID equal to ID. So in previous class we are discussing this example with CLR parsing technique. Now this same example we are discussing LALR parser. So how to construct a LALR parsing and LALR of one items, and how to parse the input string. Okay. So what are the steps we have to construct LALR parser? So we are having 5 steps. So first one is write the augmented grammar. So what is augmented grammar? In previous class in previous one we are constructing augmented grammar. So given grammar is taken, and what is the start symbol? That start symbol we need to add one more production to that particular grammar, that is called the augmented grammar. So in this example, what is the starting symbol here? Capital yes. So we have to write s dash is production with capital S. So that is the added production to the grammar. That grammar becomes the augmented grammar. So here write the augmented grammar. Then second one, calculate the LR of one item. So what is LR of one? Equals to LR of 0 plus look ahead. So what is LR of 0? So we are writing items in a one state. So we are calculating go to functions, and we are having LR of 0, and we have to add the look ahead. So we have to find the look ahead for first of remaining part. So we are calculating look ahead. Then what is the step 3? So construction of LALR parsing table. LALR parsing table, and fourth one pass the input string. So మనకి ఏదైతే ఇన్పుట్ ఇస్తారో దాన్ని పాస్ చేయాలి, and finally design the finite automata. Okay, so these are the 5 steps we have to follow. Then we have to construct the LALR parsing. Okay, so first one, augmented grammar. So how to write augmented grammar? So given grammar is taken, and what is the starting symbol in that grammar? We have to add one more production to that particular grammar. That grammar is said to be a augmented grammar. In the given grammar, we have a starting symbol is capital S, then add the production is S dash is production with capital S. So this is the added production to the given grammar. So that grammar is called augmented grammar. So then write the remaining one. So S produces L equals to R one production, and S produces capital R, that is one production, and then L produces star R, and L produces ID, and R produces L. So this is the augmented grammar. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And what is second step? We have to calculate the LR of one item. So what is LR of one? So LR of one is equals to LR of 0 plus look ahead. Okay, so LR of 1. Then, so we have to calculate the LR of one item. So that is step 2. Here is the step 2. Okay, so here we are having to calculate the LR of one items. Okay, how to calculate LR of one items? Then, so first we have to return the starting production. So what is the added production in the augmented grammar? So that is S dash is production with capital S. So we are having LR of one item. Then we need to we need to add the dot production. We need to add a dot at the beginning of the right hand side. So that is called the item. That is called item. Okay, then so the production is S dash is production with dot S. So we are writing an item, so we are placing the dot at the beginning of the right side. So that is called the item. Okay, so here this is the production. S dash is production with dot yes, and we need to add the look ahead. So in every starting production, we are adding the production of augmented grammar. So that production, the look ahead is always a dollar. So that is a fixed one. Okay. So we are writing dollar is the look ahead for the given production, right? then then here we are considering this production. We are considering this production after the dot. After the dot we have a non-terminal capital S. So we have capital S. So then add the productions of capital S. Okay, so what is the productions of capital S? So S produces dot. We are placing dot means it is an item. So S produces dot L equals to R. So then find the look ahead. So how to find the look ahead? We are considering this production. So here S dash is production to dot S comma dollar. Okay. So after the dot we have capital S. Then add the productions of capital S. Okay. So these are the productions of capital S. S produces dot L equals to R, and S produces dot R. Then so we have to calculate the look ahead for these two productions. So S dash is, we are considering this production. So S dash is produces dot S comma dollar. Then we have to find the first of this particular one. So after the dot we have S, then we add the productions of capital S, and after S there is no non-terminal or terminal. Then find the first half entire this one. So first half epsilon into dollar, that becomes dollar, the first half dollar. So dollar is a terminal, then the first half terminal is always a terminal. Then we are having the dollar. So we have to add the look ahead for these two productions. Why? Because after the dot capital S we are adding these two productions. Okay, next considering this one, considering this one. So after the dot we have a non-terminal capital L. Then we have to add the productions of capital L. So here capital L is produces dot star R. Capital L produces dot star R. Why? Because here dot is a item. So we are adding the dot at the beginning of the right hand side, that becomes the item. So L produces dot star R, and L produces dot ID. Okay, so these are the productions of capital L. Then add the productions of capital L. Then we have to calculate the look ahead for these two productions. Then we are considering this statement. So we are considering this production. So S produces dot L is equals to R comma dollar. So after the dot we have a non-terminal capital L. Then add the productions of these two L productions. And after L, is there any terminal or non-terminal? Yes, we are having a terminal or non-terminal, comma dollar. Then we have to we have to find the first of this one. So first of equal to into R into dollar. So first of equal to. So here first of here we are having equal to dot r dot dollar. So the first of this one becomes equal. So first of equal to becomes equal. Why? Because equal to is a terminal. So then first of terminal equals to terminal. So that is having here. So we are adding the look ahead equal to equal. Okay. What about dollar? So we are considering next one. Okay. So here equal to is the look ahead for these two statements. Then this statement is this production is completed. Then considering next production, so that is S produces dot or S produces dot R. So here after the dot we have a non-terminal capital R. Then add the productions of capital R. So what are the production of capital R? So R produces dot L. Okay, R produces dot L. Here dot produces capital L. Then we have to find the look ahead for this one. So we are considering this statement S produces dot R. So S produces dot R. After the dot we have a non-terminal capital R. Then include the production of capital R. Okay. Then 1 minute. Okay. So here after the dot we are having capital R. So then add the production of capital R. After R, is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal and there is no non-terminal. Then we have to calculate the first of this one. So first of epsilon into dollar becomes dollar. Then first of dollar is dollar. Uh, then add the look ahead for this statement. Okay. Then here we are considering this production. So this production is completed. Then we are considering this production. So L produces dot star R. So here after the dot we have a star. After the dot we have a star. Is there any productions with left hand side star? So there is no productions with star. Then no need to include the production. Okay. Then we are considering L produces dot ID. So after the dot it is a terminal ID. Then no need to is there any productions with in the augmented grammar with the ID? So there is no productions in the augmented grammar with ID. So no need to expand this one. And here we are considering this statement. So R produces dot L. So here after the dot we have a non-terminal capital L. Okay, we have a non-terminal capital L. Then add the productions of capital L. So we are already included the L productions. So what about look ahead? What about look ahead? So here we are considering this one. So after the dot we have capital L. So already we are including the L productions. No need to include one more time to the productions of capital L. So the first of this one. So after L, is there any product terminal or non-terminal? So there is no terminal and there is no non-terminal. Then we have to calculate the first of this one. So first of this one becomes epsilon into dollar. So first of dollar is dollar. So we are including dollar to this production. So here we are having equal to or dollar is the look ahead for these two productions. Is there any doubt with this one? సో ఫస్ట్ మనం చేసినప్పుడు ఈ ప్రొడక్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎల్ కి డాలర్ ఈక్వల్ టు అనేది లుక్ హెడ్ వస్తుంది అండ్ ఈ ప్రొడక్షన్ కన్సిడర్ చేసినప్పుడు లుక్ హెడ్ అనేది డాలర్ వస్తుంది దెన్ వీఆర్ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ బోత్ లుక్ హెడ్స్ ఫర్ దీస్ టూ ప్రొడక్షన్స్ Okay, is there any doubt with this production? Anyone? No one? Hello? Any doubt, Amma?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So then we are considering these productions with the state I naught. These productions with the state I naught. Then we have to calculate the go to function. So what is go to function? So we are applying go to function. So the dot is moving one position to the right. One position to the right. So we are applying go to function. So we are applying go to on dot s. So here yes we are applying go to function. L we are applying go to function. R we are applying go to function. Star we are applying go to function. ID we are applying go to function. So the go to of so state is I naught and yes. So we are applying go to on I naught comma capital S. So we are applying go to one I naught comma S. So after the dot we have S only one production. So we are applying go to one this one. So this dot is moving one position to the right. Okay. So we are applying go to function. So the production becomes S dash is production with capital S dot comma dollar. So we are writing look ahead as it is. So no need to change the look ahead. Okay. So the production becomes S dash is production with S dot comma dollar. So here after the dot is there any is there any terminal or non-terminal? So if we are having after the dot we are having any terminal or non-terminal, then we are applying the go to on. We are taking the closure function. Okay. So after the dot we have another non-terminal in that particular statement. Then we need to expand the production. So here after the dot there is no terminal or non-terminal. Then we have to no need to expand this one. So here after the dot there is no terminal. Okay. Then we are considering the state I naught. Then this is naming as the state new state name, that is I1. Okay. So I1 equals to S dash is production with S dot comma dollar. Okay. Then we are applying S is completed. Then we are applying I naught comma L. So go to of I naught comma L. So we are applying go to of I naught comma L. So in this after the dot we have capital L. How many productions of after the dot capital L? We are having two productions. So here is the one production and here is another production. So we have to apply go to of these two productions. Then the productions becomes S produces this dot is moving one position to the right. So then the production becomes S produces L dot equal to R comma dollar. So here the production is S produces L dot equal to R comma dollar. So we are considering this statement. After the dot we have a terminal equal to. So no need to expand the this production. Okay. Then next one. So we are applying go to on this function also. Capital R produces. So we are applying go to this dot is moving one position to the right. Then the production becomes R produces L dot comma dollar. So we are writing look ahead as it is. No need to change the look ahead. So after the dot we have no terminal, no terminal or no non-terminal. So no need to expand this one. Okay. So we are considering this one as a new state. Okay. New state. So that is I1 is completed. Then we are naming the state is I2. Okay. Then we are applying go to of L is completed and go to of I naught comma capital R. Okay. So go to of I naught comma capital R. So we are applying go to on this statement. This dot is moving one position to the right. Then the production becomes S produces R dot comma dollar. Okay. So here R dot comma dollar. So after the dot we have no terminal or no non-terminal. Then no need to expand this one. So we are considering the new state name. I2 is completed. Then we are naming the state name is I3. Okay. Next. After that capital R is completed. And here after the dot we have an asterisk. This multiplication operator. So we are applying go to on I naught comma star. So go to of I naught comma star. Then so we are applying go to. So this dot is moving one position to the right, one position to the right. Then the production becomes L produces star dot R comma equal to R dollar. Okay, so we are writing look ahead as it is. So L produces star dot R comma equal to R dollar, right? So here we are considering this production. After the dot we have a non-terminal capital R. So then add the productions of capital R. Then add the productions of capital R. So what are the productions of capital R? We have only one production with capital R. Okay. So here R produces dot L. So we are adding dot L. So it is an item. Then we have to add dot L. Okay. So we are adding R production. Then after R, is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal and there is no non-terminal. Then the first half equal to R dollar becomes equal to R dollar. So the first half, this one becomes equal to R dollar. Then you add the look ahead for this one. This one is equal to R dollar. Then we are considering this production. After the dot, we have capital L. We have capital L. Then so we need to add the productions of capital L. So we are adding the items. Then we are placing dot at the beginning of the right side. Then the production becomes L produces dot star R comma L produces dot ID. So what are the look ahead for these two statements? Then after the dot we have L. Then add the productions of capital L. So after L, is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal. There is no non-terminal. Then we have to find the first half of this one. So first half equal to our dollar becomes equal to our dollar. So we are adding look ahead equal to our dollar and equal to our dollar. Then is there any productions with after the dot we have a star? So in the augmented grammar there is no productions with star and there is no productions with ID. So no need to expand this one. So this is the new state. So I3 is completed. Then we are naming the state name as I4. Okay. So this is the I4 state. So then we are applying dot I naught comma star go to. Then we are applying go to of I naught comma ID. So go to of I naught comma ID. So we are applying go to, this dot is moving one position to the right. The production becomes L produces ID dot and we are having the look ahead is equal to our dollar. We are writing as it is, no need to change the look ahead. So after the dot, hello, who is Kiran Reddy? Anyone, boy? Hello, boys? Mithun? Okay. So I5, so L produces ID dot. Okay. So after the dot, there is no terminal or no non-terminal. So no need to expand this one. So I4 state is completed. Then we are naming the state name as I5. Okay. Then so go to of I naught is completed. So total S L R star ID. So no, there is no productions we are applying on go to on I naught. Okay, so I naught is completed. Then go to then moving to next state that is I1. Okay, so I1. So here I1 is the final production. Why? Because after the dot is placing at the right end of the production, then no need to apply the go to function. No need to apply the go to function. Then we are considering the state I2. So here after the dot we have equal. Okay, after the dot we have equal. Then we are applying go to of I2 comma equal. Okay, the production becomes so I2 comma equal, so we are applying go to, so S produces, so this dot is moving one position to the right, one position to the right, then the production becomes S produces L equal to dot R, and dollar is the lookout symbol we are writing as it is, okay. So S produces L equal to dot R comma dollar, then after the dot we have a non-terminal capital R. We have a non-terminal capital R. Then we need to add the productions of capital R. So that productions are capital R produces dot L. So we are adding dot. So it is an item. Okay, R produces dot L. So what is the first of this one? After the dot we have capital R. Then you add the productions of capital R. After R, is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal or non-terminal. Then add the first of epsilon into dollar, that becomes first of dollar, that is dollar. Okay, so dollar is adding to look ahead for this production. So here considering this production, after the dot we have capital L. Okay, so we need to add the productions of capital L. So L produces dot star R, so because it is an item, and L produces dot ID. So what is the look ahead for this one? So after the dot capital L, then add the production, and after L, is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal and there is no non-terminal. Then yeah, then find the first of this one. Then the first of epsilon into dollar. We are concatenating epsilon into dollar becomes dollar. Then the first of dollar is dollar. So we are adding look ahead for these two productions. Okay, so here we are considering this production. After the dot we have star. Is there any productions with star? There is no productions. And considering this production ID, so is there any productions in the augmented grammar with ID? There is no production, then no need to expand this one. So here we are considering this one is different to this one. So I5 state is completed, then we are naming the new state name, that is I6. Okay, then go to of here equals to is completed, and considering this production, so after the dot, so dot is placing at the right end of the production, then no need to expand this one. So I2 is completed, go to of I2 is completed, considering I3. So after dot is placing at the right end of the production, then no need to expand this one. So I3 is completed. Okay, next go to of I4. So I4 we are having R L star ID. So we are applying go to on I4 with capital R. So go to of I4 comma capital R. So the production becomes this dot is moving, we are one position to the right, we are applying go to. So the production becomes L produces star R dot comma equal to R dollar. We are placing the look ahead as it is, so no need to change the look ahead. Okay, so L produces star R dot. So after the dot, is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal and there is no non-terminal, so no need to expand the production. Okay, so I6 is completed. We are naming the new state name, that is I7. Okay, why? Because this production is not repeated in this state. So then we are naming the space different state name. So I6 is completed. We are naming the I7. Okay, so go to of R is completed. Go to of I4 comma capital L. So we are applying go to of I4 comma capital L. So the production becomes R produces dot is moving one position to right. We are applying go to, then R produces L dot comma equal to R dollar is the look ahead. So R produces L dot comma equal to R dollar. So after the dot we have, there is no terminal and there is no non-terminal. Then the production there is no need to expand this one. So here I7 is completed. We are naming the new state name, that is I8. Okay, then we are applying go to of I4 comma star. So we are applying go to of I4 comma star. The production becomes L produces star dot r comma equal to r dollar. So star dot r comma equal to r dollar. So after the dot we have a non-terminal capital R, then you add the productions of capital R. So R produces dot L. So we are adding the dot, that is an item. Okay. So here equal to R dollar is the look ahead. So after dot we are we are adding R production, and after R is there any terminal or non-terminal? There is no terminal, there is no non-terminal. So then find the first of equal to R dollar, that becomes equal to and dollar. We are adding this one, and after the dot we have capital L. So then we add the productions of capital L. L produces star, sorry, dot star R comma L produces dot ID. Then what is the first of this one? So first of equal to R dollar becomes equal to R dollar. So that is equal to R dollar. So here this productions is equals to this one. Why? Because so L produces star dot R, R produces dot L, L produces dot star R, and L produces dot ID, and the lookout symbols are equal. So equal to R dollar. Then we are naming the same state name for this state. Okay. So no need to name the different state name for this one. So why? Because we are having the existing state. So we are naming the same state name I4 to this production. Okay. Then here I4 comma star is completed. Then we are applying the go to of ID. So I4 comma ID. So L produces ID dot. Why? Because we are applying go to, the start is moving one position to the right. So I5 is here, and y equal to R dollar is the lookout symbol already existing in the state. L produces ID dot, so equal to R dollar. So we are naming the same state name. So we are applying go to on I4. I4 is completed. Then we are applying the go to the next state. So that is I5. So here I5 is the dot. So dot is present at the right end of the production. No need to apply the go to function. We are considering I6. So we are applying go to on I6. Okay, why? Because after the dot capital R, and after the dot capital L, and after the dot star, and after the dot ID. So we are applying go to on I6. So go to of I6 comma capital R. Then the production becomes S produces L equal to R dot. So why? Because we are applying go to, this dot is moving one position to the, this dot is moving one position to the right, one position to the right. Then the production becomes S produces L equal to R dot, and dollar is the lookout symbol. Okay. So there is no production, no need to expand this one. Why? Because dot is present at the right end of the production. Okay. So I8 is completed. So we are naming this one is the I9, different state name, that is I9. Okay. Next we are applying go to of I6 comma capital L. So go to of I6 comma capital L. So the production becomes R produces L dot. So we are applying go to, dot is moving one position to the right, and look ahead is dollar. So is there any production with this one? So we are having I8. So R produces L dot. So what is the look ahead here? Equal to R dollar. What is the look ahead here? Dollar. So this is, these two productions are different. Why? Because so different look ahead. Then so no need to name the no need to give the same name for this one. So we are giving the different state name. So I9 is completed. Then we are naming the this production with I10. Okay. Then go to of I6 comma go to of I6 comma star. Go to of I6 comma star. Okay. So here the production becomes I6 comma star. The L produces star dot R comma dollar, star R star dot R comma dollar. So here after the dot we have capital R. Then you add the productions of capital L R R produces dot L, and the first of this one is dollar. Then add the look ahead for this one. So here after the dot capital L, then add the productions of capital L. So what are the first of this one? So L తర్వాత ఏం లేదు కాబట్టి డాలర్ ఎప్సిలాన్ ఇంటూ డాలర్, దెన్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎప్సిలాన్ ఇంటూ డాలర్ బికమ్స్ డాలర్. Okay, so dollar we are adding the look ahead. Okay, then so this is the new state. Why? Because so here we are having the state with I4, but the look at is equal to our dollar. Here is the dollar. So we are giving the different state name for this one. I10 is completed. Then add the product. Then give the new state name, that is I11. Okay. Then we are applying go to on this one id I6 comma id, then the production becomes L produces id dot. So I5 is different with this one. So why? Because the look ahead is equal to our dollar in I5. Here dollar is look ahead. So this is different one. So we are naming the new state name, that is I11 is completed. Then we are naming the I12. Okay, then I6 is completed. Totally, we are applying go to on I6. So considering next one I7. So after the dot, there is no terminal and there is no non-terminal. So it is a final product. No need to expand this one. Next I8, it is also final product. No need to apply go to. So I4. So we are applying I4 in previous one. Okay, no need to again apply I go to on I4. So I5 already final production. I9, it is a final production. I10, it is a final production. So here we are applying the go to on I11. Why? Because after the dot we have capital R, then applying the go to function. So go to of I11 comma capital R. So the production becomes L produces star R dot comma dollar. So here L produces star R dot comma dollar. So it is a new state. Okay, so is there any production with this one? In previous there is no production. I7 is existing. So but here look at symbols are equal to our dollar. Here is the dollar. Then it is a different production. Then we are naming the I12 is completed. Then we are adding the I13. Okay, then go to of I11 comma capital L. So this production we are moving one position to the right dot. We are applying go to, then the production become R produces L dot comma dollar. So here is a production existing I10. So we are naming the same state to this one. Then we are applying go to on I11 comma star. So here the productions L produces star dot R comma dollar. So after the dot we have capital R, then add the productions of R and L. After the dot we are having capital L, then add the productions of L. Okay, so here I11 is equals to the state 560, roll number 560. 560. Okay, so this production is equals to the I11 only. Okay, why? Because the here look at his look aheads are dollars, and here also look aheads are dollars. So we are naming the same state to this production I11. So we are having I11. Then we are applying go to one I11 comma ID. So here I11 comma ID, L produces ID dot comma dollar. So here this production is existing I12. So we are naming the same state name, that is I12. So I12. So next I11 is completed. We are applying go to, considering I12. So it is a final production. No need to expand. I13. It is also final production. No need to apply go to. I10. So it is a final one. No need to apply. And I11 already we are applying the go to on I11, so no need to expand one. I12 already It is a final production. So these are the final production. So no need to apply any go to function on the given states. సో వచ్చిన స్టేట్స్ కి మనం గో టు అప్లై చేసేసాము. సో కొత్త స్టేట్స్ ఏమీ లేవు. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ calculating LR of one items in CLR parsing and LALR parsing is same. The difference in CLR and LALR, we can combine the states with new state name. Why? Because the look aheads are different. Then we are combining those states into new states. So here I4 is one state with this one, and I6 is same I6, not I6, I11. Okay, I11. So here I4 and I11 are same productions, but the look ahead is different. Then add those two states and form a new state, that is I4 and I11, that produces I411. Okay, so we are combining I4 and I11 with the, it gives the I411. So that is the new state. Okay, the productions of L produces star dot R comma the look ahead is equal to R dollar and dollar. So dollar ఒకసారి రాసి సరిపోతుంది కాబట్టి equal to R dollar. So we are writing the production. Then I4 is completed. Then we are considering I6. There is no productions in I6. We are considering I5. We are considering I5. So L produces ID dot. So that is equals to I12. So L produces ID dot. So we are combining these two states. So I5 and I12, that becomes I512. Okay. So the production is like this. And here I7 and I13. I7 is L produces star R dot equal to R dollar, and I13. So L produces star R dot comma dollar. So we are combining these two, I7 and I13, that becomes I713, and that production is like this. And we are having I8. I8 R produces L dot, and we are having I10. So R produces L dot. So look at it is different. Then we have to combine these two states with new state, that is I810. Okay. So is there any productions to combine this one? So there is no productions to combine. Already we have combined I4 and I11 with I411, and I5 with I12, I512, and I7 and I13 combined I713, and I8 and I10 combined with I810. Okay. So how many final items? So these are the final items in this calculating LR of 0 items. So final item is I1, I2, I3, I5, I7, I8, I9, I10, I12, I13. So these are the final items. So then we have to construct, what is the step number 3? We have to construct the LALR parsing table. LALR parsing table. Then so here is the table. Okay, so it is the table, construction of LALR parse table. So we are writing rows as a state numbers, and in columns, so we are having two columns. So first one is the action column, and second one is the go to column. So in action column we are having the only terminals, and in go to column we are having the only non-terminals. So then we have to construct the parse table, LALR parsing table. So here 0 is the I0 state, I2 0 state, first state, second state, third state. So in calculating LALR, we are having I0 to I13. Total 14 states we are getting. 13. The total 14 states we are getting. Then we have to combine I4 and I11, and I5 and I12, I7 and I13, I8 and I10. Okay, so we are reducing 8 states to 4 states. So total 10 states we are having. Okay, so those are the 10 states is 0, first, second, third, and fourth state is combined with 11th state. So we are writing the new state, that is 411, and fifth state is combined with the 12th state. We are writing 512, and sixth state, and 7 and 13 is combining, then we are finding the new state, that is 7 1 3, and 8 10 is combining, then form a new state, that is 8 10, and 9 10 is completed, 11 12 13. So total states are completed. So total states we are getting the 14 states, 0th to 13, and we are combining those states with different, and so we are having the states is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 states. So total we are getting 14 states, and it reduces to 10 states. So this is the advantage in LALR parsing when compared to ELR parsing. So states is reduced when compared to ELR. Okay, so here 10 states is having. So then write the parsing table. So we are having go to of here, go to of 0 comma s, that is I1, and 0 comma L, that is I2, and 0 comma capital R, that is I3. So we are specifying the states. In the 0th state we have non-terminal capital S, we are getting the state 1. So we are writing 1, and L we are getting L I2, and we are getting R with I3. So we are writing 1 2 3. So these are the state numbers. Okay, so these are the rows with state numbers. Then we are applying go to on I0 comma star. First we are applying go to of I0 comma star. So what is we are getting? So here go to of I0 comma star, then we are getting the I4, but I4 state is combined with I11. So the new state is I411. So we are applying go to on I0 with the terminal, then we are performing the action is shift operation. So we are writing shift with this state number. So shift 411 in the star. Okay, so 4 shift 411 we are writing in the star. So then go to of I0 comma I0 comma ID. So here I5 is getting. So then we are combining I5 and I12. We are forming a new state, that is 512. Then we are performing the terminal. We are performing the action is shift operation. Then yes 512 on ID in the 0th row. Okay, in the 0th row we are performing ID. Shift is performing. So yes 512. Then the next one we are applying go to of I0 is completed, then go to of I2 comma equal, go to of I2 comma equal. So here in the second row we are having a terminal equal, so we are performing the shift operation. So I6 is getting. So is there any combination with I6? There is no new state with I6, there is no combination. So we are having in the second row terminal equal, we are performing the shift operation, that is S6 we are writing. So here the second row equal to column we are writing S6. Okay, then next go to of I4. In the fourth row the state is capital R. So we are performing the non-terminal capital R. So we are getting I7. So here I7 is combined with I13, and we are forming a new state. That is I713. So we are performing in capital R. We are writing 713 onto the state capital R. So here capital R we are forming 713. Okay, in the same way we are filling all the table. Okay, then how to find the reduce operation? So in reduce operation we are considering the final items. So these are the final items, then we have to fill the reduce operation. So in reduce operations we are filling the table with the production numbers, not state numbers, only the production numbers. So what are the productions in this one? So here these are the productions. So we are naming the production numbers onto this one. Okay, is there any doubt with this one LALR parsing table? So reduce operations based on this final items. Based on these final items, we have to fill this with reduce operations on the LALR parsing table. Okay. Okay. Anyone? So we are considering production numbers and we are naming the reduce operations only. So not a state name. For example, we are having S4, so R3 లేకపోతే R5 వచ్చింది అనుకోండి. So no need to specify the 5 and 12. So only specifying the state number. R is production with capital L, so that is 5. Then we are placing the R5 onto the table. Okay. So then what is the step number 4? Pass the input string. So that is ID equals to ID. ID equals to ID. So we are having parsing the input. We are having 3 columns. So first one is the stack, and second one is the input string, and third one is the action. Okay. So here we are having the bottom of the stack dollar, and we are placing 0 onto the stack. Okay. First state we are having to push it into stack. Then so 0 ID. So here 0 ID we are having the shift operation. So shift 512. So shift means we are shifting first input string and shift the number. Okay. So ID is pushed it into stack and 512 is pushed it into stack. Then we are considering 512 and equal. So 512 state and we are having the equal, then we are getting reduce operation. So reduce 4. So what is the fourth production? L produces ID. So in the right hand side we have only one symbol, then pop the topmost two elements. So ID and 512 is popped. Then $0, and what is the left hand side? Capital L. So here 0th row capital L becomes L2. So then push L and 2 onto the stack. Then considering 2 equal. So here 2 equal, we are performing the shift 6. So shift operation 6 perform చేస్తున్నాం. Shift perform చేసినప్పుడు equal to ని and number ని push చేస్తాం. So 2 equal comma 6. Then we are considering 6 ID. The state 6. So ID means shift 512. So we are performing shift 512. Then ID is pushed it into stack and state number shift number is pushed it into stack. Then 512 dollar. So 512 dollar ఏముంది? Reduce 4. So reduce 4 means L produces ID. So here in the right hand side we have only one symbol. Then pop topmost two elements. ID and 512 is popped. Then here 6th and left hand side capital L. So in the 6th row and left hand side capital L. So L and 810 is pushed it into stack. Then 810 and dollar. So 810 and dollar we are having the reduce operation. So reduce 5. So 550 is R produces L. So in the right hand side we have only one symbol, then pop topmost two elements. So L810 is popped. L810 is popped. Okay. L810 is popped. Then we are writing 6th row with capital R. We have left hand side is capital R. Then 6th row 9. So 9 is pushed it into R and 9 is pushed it into stack. So $9. We are considering $9. So we are performing reduce 1. So what is the one production? S produces L equals to R. So in the right hand side we have three symbols, then pop topmost element. So here is 2 and here is 2 and here is 2. So we have popping these two. And $0 in the 0th row. So what is the left hand side non-terminal? Capital S. So 0th row S1. So $1. It is always a accepting state. So this is the step 4. We have to pass the input string. Okay. Then finally step 5 is design of finite automata. So I0, I1, I2, I3 and so I3, I4 and I11 is combined. So we are getting I for 11. Okay. So then we are writing the finite automata. So is there any doubt with this example in LALR parsing technique?
No, sir.
Anyone?